Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Redmen TV. My name is Dan Club. I'm delighted to be joined by former Liverpool striker Neil Mellor to have a good old chat about the amazing news that Mo Salah will be sticking around at Liverpool. Neil, how are we? Okay.
Buzzing, get in there, Salah. Absolutely made up. I mean, on a high, I feel like we've just won a massive game, a trophy to keep Mo Salah, and it's a massive statement. We have to say that to keep the best, but the best wanting to stay, and that's what Salah is at this moment in time. Yes, there's lots of potential players out there. Salah is the best around at the moment, and him staying for another couple of years. Oh, it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
No, absolutely it is, yeah. And it's been brilliant in the short, medium, and long term. We'll talk about that over the next 10, 15 minutes while we have a chat about it. But let's start with the now. Let's start with the here and now. Obviously, he's having a remarkable season. The numbers are off the scale. You've studied him week in, week out at LFC of course. But there's been a lot of conversations around it. Liverpool are reluctant, Michael Edwards is reluctant to hand out big contracts and multi-year deals of players once they get over 30. But with the drop off, there's no sign whatsoever of Mo Salah slowing down. So this always felt like a no-brainer just because of what he was doing.
Yeah, and he's 32, so he's 33 in the summer. And then you start looking round and going, I understand that sort of theory in terms of over 30 players start to dip. I get it, we've seen it. But this isn't an ordinary player. This is the ultimate professional who's been at the top of his game year after year. And then he becomes in the conversation with your Messi, your Ronaldo, for the players who have that longevity in the 30s, who can keep going year after year. I mean, in terms of current players, Ronaldo will be likened to him. Lewandowski's 36, still banging the goals in for fun at Barcelona. And I see Salah as that. Yes, he's having a dip at the moment. He'll have dips in the next couple of years, but he'll still get himself 30 goals and he'll still help the team win games and win trophies. So brilliant.
No, absolutely. It's massively, massively important for all the reasons we've already discussed and will continue to do so. Be a new 2 year deal. Let's hope we're all begging for him to sign another one in 18 months' time because that will have shown that it was justified and he's continuing to put up the numbers that you just alluded to there. But just in terms of Liverpool more generally, Neil, if you don't mind, like I think this is so crucial because it's given us all a lift heading into the final few games of the season. Obviously, I think we needed it as well. But in terms of the stability and the show of faith, and it's testament to FSG, to the recruitment team, to Arne Slot, the fact that Mo Salah has looked at what's going on at Liverpool and what's to come at Liverpool and decided to commit 2 more years of his career to the project and to what we are.
Yeah, I think, I'm maybe not alone in thinking that last summer when Jurgen Klopp left, it was a case of what's going to happen? What's Arne Slot going to be like? Who's going to want to stay? Is this a chance for some of the top players like Salah, Van Dijk, Alisson to go, I've had enough, I'm now leaving. And so that was a big worry for me that we'd go from the team challenging, winning the top trophies to maybe dipping down and being the team just competing for the top four. And so for me, this season has answered a lot of questions. Arne Slot, top coach. We're now in a position to win the Premier League title. What a position we're in. We're all looking forward. We're all excited for the end of the season for that. We got beat in Europe by the best team around, and there's no shame in that. And they only beat us on pens. And so that was a real close game. So we're in a really good position. And to keep the players and want them to stay, because if Arne Slot wasn't a good manager, a good coach, they'd have all wanted to go. And so for Salah to say, I love what's happening. He's loved by the fans, of course he is. We've seen that, and so that tells us all that we're here to stay. And that is a reminder to everyone in the Premier League and around Europe. Liverpool are here to stay, to win the biggest trophies and compete for them.
Yeah, absolutely love that. And it shows they're in good hands, as you say, as well. Yeah, that's brilliant. In terms of sort of the stability that this now brings, and we're hoping Virgil van Dijk follows suit. We haven't had that confirmation yet, but fingers crossed that comes. It's easy to make plans from sort of an in-house perspective in terms of what we've got at our disposal when Mo Salah's there, because you know you're going to get your goals, you're going to get your assists and what have you. If you're in that squad and maybe your contract's due at some point as well, you must again look at Salah committing and going, well, if he thinks this is good enough for him, then surely it's good enough for me as well.
Yeah, I do think that will have a big impact on players at the football club at the moment, but also potential signings. I think they'll see that as a big statement saying Liverpool mean business. Liverpool are there to stay. And so, we'll see it. We'll see it, won't we, when the window opens, player after player getting linked to Liverpool. And of course, we'll no doubt need to strengthen in certain areas. But that could be the difference. That could be the difference between a top target coming to Liverpool rather than maybe somebody else, maybe a rival, had Salah not have committed. Because let's be honest, he is the best around at the moment. And players want to play around the best players. Yes, Liverpool Football Club will always be an attraction. Of course it will. But players want to be around the best. So if Virgil stays, if Salah stays, Alisson's there, you're thinking you've got three of the best players in the world in those positions. And so it would be attractive to any potential player come in, but also stay.
Yeah, it's a much easier sell, isn't it? Absolutely. Yeah, when you are Premier League champions, but you look like you might go and defend that title and maybe win other stuff as well. Just in terms of Salah himself, and let's circle it back around to him as we start to wrap up. Like, he is so determined. You said it, he's the absolute consummate professional earlier on. Like, he will have his eye on not just more silverware and more success at Liverpool Football Club, but more individual accolades, more records. We know he's the third time leading all goal scorer at the moment. Like, he will be eyeing up Roger Hunt, Ian Rush, Alan Shearer, etc. Only.
Yeah, well, he's got a long way to go to rush, but he might need to sign a few more contracts for that one. But yeah, do you know what I've loved? It's record after record. He's broken this record, he's broken that record. The opposition. So we're playing West Ham this weekend as we speak at the moment. Second most goals he scored against them, and it's just record after record. I love it, absolutely love it, and long may it continue. Absolutely, and I do believe that at a football club like Liverpool, he's got the chance, a platform to win the big trophies. But the Ballon d'Or's a big one. I think for him, it's been spoken about a few times. He may come close this year, but I think staying gives him a better chance in the next couple of years, maybe just to win that. And that only helps Liverpool. The records he'll score. I mean, top scorer this year. He's not had the Golden Boot for a couple of seasons. He'll get that. He's got the most assists. He's created the most chances in the Premier League. And that's the difference for me. When people talk about goal scorers and players in the attack, Salah does it all. So you can look at Haaland and go, okay, goal scorer, great goal scorer. Of course he is. But where is he with the assists? He's nowhere near Salah. And there's not been many players in Premier League history that have got the whole package of goals, assists, creating the lot. So for me, he's one of the greatest the Premier League's ever seen. And he's the greatest Premier League attacker Liverpool have had.
Yeah.
Whether he wants to rush his total, I don't know, but I'll enjoy watching him try.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Don't mind him having a crack at it. Like, we are watching a genius at work, absolutely. And thankfully, we get 2 more years of that genius at work. Just finally, Neil, you said right at the top you were buzzing, and I think the whole fan base has got that lift, that energy boost, and I think it was much needed, just in terms of the short term, in terms of finishing off this season in the best possible manner. Obviously, results on the pitch will do that, but I think this was much needed positivity myself.
Yeah, big boost, wasn't it? I mean, we're disappointed we got beat to Fulham. It was a surprise. Did Fulham deserve it? Probably not. They were gifted the goals. We wasted our chances. So we haven't been playing badly. The Newcastle one aside, it's been good from Liverpool. So a rare defeat. I think we'll respond. I think the excitement would have been inside Anfield anyway. You know, it's a home game. We'd have looked at the league table, knowing how Arsenal have gotten against Brentford. We're in a commanding position to get over the line. And the big difference this year is the fans are there. The fans are there to enjoy and celebrate how good this team have been. But I think the most popular song at Anfield on Sunday will be Mo Salah. And I will be singing it loud. I'm sure many other Reds will be as well. Cannot wait to sing it. Goal, assist. Yeah, come on, Salah, do it again for us.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. It's going to be some afternoon. It's going to be some celebrations if he does do what you just said there as well, mate. Neil, top man, thanks so much for joining me. Massively appreciated. Everybody else, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Take it easy.